Assalamu alaikum, everybody. Hope you're doing well. As you can tell by the title, yes, I stole that from Tom, my roommate, The Great Escape. I have a crazy story to tell. It's actually the 30th today, but the 20th is when this problem happened. Basically, I was added on to this new place that I told you about, and so the landlady kept asking to get my passport, which I totally photocopied for her twice. It's weird here. They ask for your passports for little things, and in Syria they even ask for your fingerprints when you get a phone, which is really an invasion of privacy, and I do not like. But that's how the system is here. And so she was like, "I want to talk to you." 2 nights ago, and I was like, "I have class at 9 a.m." and it was 10:15 p.m. and she came to our apartment, and so she's like, "Just come down." Went down, and thank God that Tom went with me as moral support, so I appreciate that. But it was mostly a conversation between me and her. The landlady basically wanted to increase the rent. Now, here's how the rent works here, and this is not normal. Though I heard some places do it, but every other place it's just a flat rate. Doesn't matter how many people are in there. Now we have 4 bedrooms in our apartment. One of them is locked up because it's her personal storage place. We can't even get into it. I come in and I'm sharing a room, so we still have 3 bedrooms. I just took half a bedroom. So I come in and start meeting with her, and she's like, "How much do you want to pay extra?" And I was like, "Extra? What do you mean pay extra? Why should we pay extra?" I was like, "If you had opened the room, it would be normal." Now here, the first person is 2,000, then it's 2,200 for the next person, and it's the whole rent, and then 2,400. And mind you, this is very expensive. If you find these prices in Alexandria, do not take it. It's very expensive. And then with me, it would be 2,600. That's if she gave me another room, according to us. Now she has different prices for Egyptians and for foreigners, depending on your country. Basically, she's trying to milk the cow for all it's worth and get every single PS3 that she can out of everybody. It's very, very corrupt, in my opinion. So she's like, "Look, it's no problem. Just give me 500 for the 6 weeks you've spent here, or you have spent and will spend here." And that amounts to £333 and 33 PS3s in addition per month. So she's basically asking, instead of the 200 normal per room, I'm taking half a room, and my roommate is losing half a room, and she wants to increase it by 333. So I was just basically like, "That's ridiculous." Um, she yelled a lot. She wanted a full month for a roommate who's staying for only 4 days in the month of May. Just really, really crazy, ridiculous stuff. She said I was very rude many times, even on the way out. It was just really ridiculous. I mean, I thought, I still think she may be listening now, but I think there's a problem up here. And I'm not saying it to backbite or anything, but seriously, I think it's like bipolar or something like that. From what I've seen and from what little I know about psychology and about people who have this problem, I'm not, trying to insult people who have bipolar disorder. I have family members who have that, but it's very, very similar to that. Um, Again, from my limited knowledge of it. So sorry if that's offensive to anybody. I don't mean it that way. It was very crazy, and we were just basically like, "You know what? She's insane. We haven't even paid for the month of April, and it's the end of April, and the security deposit counts for that. We can't trust her for to give us back the security deposit. So what we're gonna do?" And we basically split up the normal 2,400 rent, 30, 30, 20, 20, because we're sharing a room. We're like, "We are gonna leave," and so we packed up all our bags, and it was gonna be the great escape. We were gonna escape at night. I didn't have a black mask. And no, I'm not a terrorist, even though I'm Arab, I can wear masks and it's normal. And, black pants and everything, and leave it at 3 a.m. when she's not awake. And slowly down the steps, and even put her stuff in because I have friends in this whole building. Not everyone is my friend, but some friends. And so the light just turned on behind me, so maybe there's someone listening in right now. And so I'm speaking in a low voice so they don't hear, and kind of quicken my English and stuff like that, and kind of slurring it a little bit as well, just so they don't understand, because they can't really understand if I kind of speak like this. And so we had everything set up. We even had people, on the lookout on the steps to make sure she didn't see us and start asking us, "What are you gonna do?" Um, she ended up lowering it, by the way, in the meeting from 500. She's like, "How about 300?" And I was like, "That's fair, because that amounts to 200 per month." And even though I don't think that's fair, I was like, "Still, I'll agree to that." And then she's like, "Fine, 400 is the lowest I'll go." And she was just switching it up. She was saying she didn't say things she did say. She was saying I was avoiding her, but every time I was like, "When do you want to meet?" And she would always be like, "Rabbina yasahil," which means may God make it easy, as in, I don't want to deal with it right now, or I have gas, and there was always something that was coming up. the light turned off, so I'm guessing they're farther away. Um, and it was just a big mess. It was a big mess. We called our friends. We were like, we need a place to stay for a couple days. We need to find a new apartment. We went and we saw other apartments, told a lot of people, and it was just crazy. I was like, this lady's insane. She's really insane. She's just yelling. We've got our backs to the wall, as my roommate said, and we're in a tough situation. She wants to take advantage of it. And so we snuck down. I took all my stuff down, and my roommate took all his stuff down. We even cleaned up the place a little bit. So, and we were gonna leave her a letter. It was, I was wondering what was she gonna do? How crazy was she gonna be when she saw it? Like scream really loudly. Ironic thing is, when we're going down the stairs, it's like 5 guys behind each other, really loud noise. She suddenly opens her apartment. It sucks to live in the same building as your landlady. It really does. She opens the apartment. You can tell she just put on her scarf. It's like half on, and she like looks at me, and gives me a big smile, like I'm her best friend. She's like, "Hey, Assalamu alaikum," and I was like, "Walaikum salam," and I have a bag in my hand. So I don't know if she noticed what was going on, but it was really crazy. I was like, "This is so weird. Why is she smiling at me?" 2 other roommates were like, "Let's talk to her. Let's at least tell her we're leaving." And so we go down, we meet with her, and I'm like, I'm not talking because she thinks I'm very rude because I was telling her it shouldn't be this way. And she's like, who are you to tell me who it shouldn't be? You're Arab. You should know better. You're rude. I'm the one who owns this place. It should be the way that I say it is. And everything changed. She was very nice. And I think it's one of the roommates, he convinced us to go down there. And so if it weren't for him, we wouldn't have done it. And the other one did most of the talking and knows her very well, and she loves him, making the jokes, everything. I was just sitting there looking down because I was like, I didn't even want to look at her because I don't want it to be like, don't look at me, and ruin it. And she was like, she agreed to everything. She's like, as you like, and she was so happy and she was smiling, and it was the weirdest thing ever. And I'm so confused. I was so confused. I still am. I'm very happy. We're staying here. And I love this place, the location, the people in it. It's amazing. Alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah, alhamdulillah. All praise due to God. And yeah, it was just a very crazy couple of days. I mean, I even didn't go to class because I was like, I have to move out. I told my director, and my roommate canceled one of his classes as well. I mean, it was a crazy time. We were like, what are we gonna do? I was planning this big trip to Cairo this weekend, to go sightseeing because I haven't gone to a lot of places, and I canceled that, and it was just everything changed, and then it went back, and so we went down, and I still can't lift heavy things, or I shouldn't. I mean, it seems like I can sometimes, but I shouldn't, to not mess up my back again. The guys in this building were so nice. They carried our bags back up, and so I don't know what to say. It was very, very crazy, but I guess we're good now. So, subhanallah, some things are just weird like that. And I started sightseeing today, but I'll put that in the next post and tell you really, really quickly what went on and some of the places I've been seeing here as a tourist, not as a student, because 1 month left. You gotta do a few things. All right, assalamu alaikum.